We're allowing this pink love just to permeate in and just fill up our entire bodies. We are accepting this pink divine love. Now, the real beauty of this is that everything comes from two places. There's fear and there's love. And every time that we bring in this pink divine love, what we are accepting is we are accepting this to permeate and remove those fears, permeate and remove those angry feelings, or those angst kind of feelings, or those stress kind of feelings. We're allowing this pink divine love just to fill us up and take hold. And then your heart chakra, which is just about 1.5 inches. For those of you who do not know what a chakra is a portal of energy which allows the spirit divine energy to move in through the body system. And this little portal of energy sits about 1.5 inches away from the center of your chest. I just want you to imagine that there's a little circle there, looks like a little lotus flower there. And I just want you to imagine that it's opening up wide. And this other person that you have envisioned, I want you to see their heart chakra as well. And I want you to see that just opening up wide. And I just want you to imagine all that pink love energy as it's pouring in through you and filling up you. It's also being shared through your heart chakra into their heart chakra and filling them up. So you are blasting them. You are blasting them with this pink love. Just blast them with pink love. And just see this pink divine love filling up their body, filling up their entire being, so that they're submerged in this pink divine love. And when you're ready, just open your eyes and come back to me. How did that feel? Did y'all feel that energy? Yes. You just did something very beautiful for yourself and for someone else. You sent them love. You sent them a powerful energy vibration of love. It works. I promise you it works. I've seen this work in my life. I've seen it work for those people that I send pink love to. It works. It's an amazing form of empowerment and healing and love. Yes, wonderful. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, so we're going to be talking today about, oh, Janie, beautiful. Yes, I just gave my grown son a better day. Good, 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 good. It does. I will tell you guys, I'll be going down the road, and, you know, angry drivers, you see them, I'm like, I blast them with pink love. I mean, I'm like the pink love blaster, you know, it's like, pew, pew, pew. I go around, I just blast people with pink love. If there's a lady at our grocery store, and every time we go through our aisle, a poor thing, I think she has a bad day almost every day. And so every time I see her, I just imagine this pink love, just filling her up with pink love, pink divine love. And every time you do that, what you're doing is you're sharing that to yourself, which also gets you in the mood and the mode to want to give the pink love, you know, because, I mean, I could be walking up into the grocery store and see this lady and be like, huh, you know, she had a bad day, she's taking it out on me. I mean, I could get all personal with it, right? But instead, I'm like, no, you know what, I'm just going to pink love myself, I'm going to share that pink love with her. So the more that we do that, we are removing those fear capacities. We are removing that angst and that anger issue. We are removing that temptation to sort of blow off, and, you know, instead of getting angry, we're using love. We're using love as that.
You're being naughty again. You're being naughty.
We're using love as that weapon. Okay, so remember to use it. It's a very simple thing to use, so just remember to use it when you're out and about and you suddenly have somebody who is causing you a lot of anger and a lot of pain. Go ahead and use it. Mia, were you asking me something, or just something come over on the audio?
Is mine open?
It is.
My cat must have did it when she was. I am so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
That is funny. I just got a new kitten and she's big trouble.
Oh yeah, I have. Okay, so you guys have 6 cats. So I totally relate to that. I've been typing on my computer, and next thing you know, I walk away from it for a minute, and my cat's getting up there and like has typed some like cryptic message to people. I think it's happened to Jen a couple times. So I can totally relate to that. That's awesome. Congratulations on the new kid. Congratulations. Okay. So today we're going to talk about the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Who is new to the universal laws, or new to this law, or doesn't really understand this law? Just give me a me. Okay. Okay, I got some me's. Got some me's going on here. Anybody else? You have a full understanding of how the law of perpetual transmutation of energy works. I really like that law. I really hate saying it because it's such a long perpetual transmutation. And I always trip up on the transmutation, perpetual transmutation of energy. Okay, we got some more me's coming up. Good. So I'm glad you're here. Okay, so one of the things, okay, not sure, that's okay. So we're gonna talk about it today, sort of open up what this law means. I think everybody here has heard of the law of attraction. And I think the law of attraction has been such a huge media thing that we sort of all get the law of attraction. You know, your thoughts become things, blah, 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 which is a great law. And it's a real law, and it's a really important law. But when we're only focused in on one law, we sort of, and, you know, for some people, the law of attraction works so easily, they sort of get the law of attraction. They may not realize that they are already working through the other laws. The law of the universal laws are not all work in conjunction with each other. And so just understanding the law of attraction is doing yourself a great disservice. Understanding other laws that are just as important, like the law of polarity, which is at my heart, for instance, the law of vibration, which is also a very important law, the law of inspired action, the law of consequence, and the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of divine oneness. All of this sort of flows into the idea of the law of attraction. And so what happens is many of us will try to use the law of attraction in our lives to manifest things into our lives, and then things are not manifesting as we expect them to with the law of attraction. And we sort of we get mad at the divine source, or we get mad at ourselves, or we begin to place shame, blame on ourselves, right? And so I wanted to sort of use this time to talk about another universal law, to maybe help you understand how that law works in conjunction with the law of attraction. But more importantly, how the law works. Because the law of vibration says that each one of our energy vibrates, and it vibrates at certain levels, okay? Which is scientific fact. Our energy will vibrate at certain scientific levels. We call it high and low, but it's actually fast and slow. So that's the law of vibration. And basically it just says that our energy is moving, okay, and the faster it moves, the more it's spinning, the higher the vibration is turning. And the slower it goes, the lower our vibration is feeling. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy says that we can use the law of vibration to make changes in our lives. Because the energy never dies. Now, I'm sure that many of you have experienced a still of energy. This is when we have these moments that feel really, really super still to us. You know what I mean? It's like nothing is working. Nothing is moving. Nothing is happening in our lives. Everything just feels really stale. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Have you been there? If you've been there, just give me a yes, been there, or just yes, been there. Felt it. It's beautiful because every single one of us is going to experience it. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Every single one of us is going to experience this lull stale period at a given time. Okay? So the law of perpetual transmutation of energy says that energy never dies. It actually never stops moving. It actually never stops moving. Energy never stops moving. Okay? As a medium, I can tell you that energy never dies. Even after the body has expired. The proof for me is that I'm able to talk to people who have crossed over. And so then I know that their energy is still moving forward and still moving on. Okay? But the energy never, ever, ever dies. It can change. It can take new form. It can spin in a higher vibration. And it can spin from a higher vibration into a low vibration. Now, I have a dream class, and one of the things that I do in the exercise of my dream class is I ask my students, in one part of it, I ask my students to, when they first wake up in the morning, to record how you feel in one word. So you may wake up, so some of us may wake up in the morning and be very tired. Some of us may wake up in the morning and be very happy. And you may notice that each day you wake up with a different kind of emotion. Because I'm going to challenge each one of you to do this as well. For the next week, just when you first wake up in the morning, write down the first word of how you feel. Maybe you feel inspired. Maybe you feel angry. Maybe you feel sad. Whatever that is, just write that word down. Maybe you feel foggy-brained or confused or you don't know how you feel. Write it down. Just write it down. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Okay, write it down. And then write it down every day for 7 days. And then over the 7-day period, look for the common thread. So it may be that, 3 or 4 days I was feeling happy or inspired or, feeling really good. And then, the other 2 days I was feeling kind of tired or foggy-brained. Okay, well then you can take your base vibration and say, well, this is how I usually feel. So your base vibration is how you feel when you wake up first thing in the morning. There's no influence there. There's no influence from when you sleep. When you sleep, you reset everything. Okay, so if you are waking up happy in the morning, and then by the time you go to bed, you're an emotional wreck, that can tell you that the people or situations in your life are causing you drama against the vibration of who you are. So you may begin to feel this stillness because you are in a place of resistance all day long. Now, if you are waking up angry or upset, and then your vibration changes throughout the day, you get happy in moments and have inspired moments and high inspired action feelings, but you're still waking up with this sort of angry reset or tired reset or just depressed reset, then this is telling you that this is something going on internally within you that you need to work on and change. You need to spend some time on in meditation, or you need to spend some time on in working subconscious mindsets. Does that make sense to everybody? So the beautiful thing about the law of perpetual transmutation of energy says that we have the power to change the way our base vibration works. We have the energy to change the vibration of our base every day. Okay? Now, I'm going to use an example in my own life. Okay? Because as you guys know, I posted a little thing last night on my profile that said, I'm just feeling lost. Just send me some energy. Please send me some good vibes. And I got the most beautiful, overwhelming responses. I saw a lot of beautiful, beautiful energy responses from my post yesterday. And every time I saw it, I just thought, wow, there's so much love here. There's so much love. There's so much love. There's so much love. I'm so thankful for it. And it got me to a place when I started just feeling the gratitude of those people who were sending me those little thoughts and just, letting me know that they are thinking of me or sending me good vibes. I started just to sit down and just show some gratitude for it. And then just sat and showed gratitude, sat and showed gratitude, sat and showed gratitude. And I listened to my heart and while I was feeling lost. And what was going on within my vibration that was sort of blocking me from a feeling of being successful or a feeling of movement. Okay? And I took all of that and I just felt it in my heart. And then last night before I went to sleep, I just closed my eyes for a minute. And I just breathed in and I breathed out. I'm just going to breathe in all that beautiful divine energy and just let go of all that angst and worry and fear. And I breathed in and I breathed out just for 5 minutes. And I went to sleep and I slept really good. I woke up. I know I had dreams. I don't remember them. But I did wake up. I only woke up like an hour and a half ago, and I woke up with this inspired thought about my life and about the situation at hand and why I was going through this sort of lost feeling. Okay? So the very first thing that I want to say to everyone here is that when you're in a period of stillness and you're in a period of not moving forward, and you're in a period that things aren't working out the way they're supposed to be, and the energy feels very still around you, and it feels very blocked. Right? Feels very, very blocked. This isn't the divine saying that you're on the wrong path. This is not. I think that's the first thing we go to, is we go, the divine is saying, sorry, this ain't meant for you. You can't have it. You're not ready for it, blah, blah, blah. This ain't got nothing to do with the divine, okay? The divine is not saying no, no, no. What's happening is that you may be not, so when we start getting these inspired thoughts and ideas, what happens is that when we resist them, we don't move forward in them, we set up the energy to slow down, because the energy is ready to go in motion. The energy is ready to rock and roll with you, right? And then you're like, resistance, 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 fear, fear, fear. There's change afoot. I know there's changes that need to happen, but I'm not ready to do them yet. So I'm just going to keep doing things the way I've been doing them. I'm going to keep doing things the way I've been doing them. Yeah, I'm having this little thought that says, hey, get a new job. Or yes, I'm having this little thought that says, hey, you need to move. Or yes, I'm getting this little thought that says, hey, you need to call so-and-so. Or, hey, here's an idea. Okay, so what's happening is you are resisting those voices. You're resisting that intuition guide. Maybe there's a fear attached to that. Maybe you're afraid to move houses. Maybe you're afraid to become more independent. Or maybe you're afraid to change jobs. It's comfortable here. It's totally comfortable here in this job, right? They like me. They know me. I'm making an okay income. And the law of perpetual transmutation of energy says, oh, but it's tired. It's tiring right here. We've done this for so long. We've done this for so long that it's just slowing down. It becomes exhausted, right? It's been on the same track. Think about it. Like, let's just think about this for a minute. If you drove down the same road every single day, saw the same cars in front of you, the same cars behind you, the same trees, and you drove up and down this road every day, every day, every day, every day, don't you get tired of that same road? It's like going in a circle, right? Let's say you're going in this roundabout. I hate roundabouts, by the way. Let's say you're going in this roundabout. You just keep going round and roundabout. You're not taking any exits. We use the roundabout. You just keep going around and the roundabout, round and round and round and round. Well, when you first start out in this roundabout, you may say, ooh, look, there's an exit there. Ooh, look, there's an exit there. Well, if I just keep on going in that roundabout, and I keep traveling, running around that roundabout, what happens? We're going to get bored with the roundabout, right? My energy begins to slow down, still, stagnant. There's no movement. I just keep going round and round this roundabout. All these exits that are available to me, I just keep passing them by because, gosh, if I turn down that exit, I don't know what I'm going to come up on. I'm afraid. And so the law of perpetual transmutation of energy begins to slow down. It's like, psh, I'm tired. So this is not the divine action. This is us. This is us offering resistance to inspired action, which is also another universal law, the law of inspired action. Okay? This is us putting up resistance to movement in our lives. And so then it becomes stagnant. We become depressed. Or we become sad. Everything slows down. Nothing's moving. We're starting to get really, really broke. Relationships are flying off the handle. And friendships are falling to pieces. And then we start to get this fear-based mentality, and we're scared, and we don't feel good. Health starts to deplete. You notice more and more relationships. You're having more arguments, more sadness. You don't know what to do. You feel lost. Boom. Divine doesn't want me to move forward. We go ahead and we just shift that right to the divine. And the divine says, hell no. You are here as a free will being. You are here to make your own choices. You are here to experience whatever it is that you want to experience. And we're going to honor you in that. So if you want to sit here on that lull, we're just going to let you sit there in the lull. And if you want to move forward, well, we'll get excited for you and we'll see you forward. Okay? And it's when we start to move past these little fears that magic begins to happen. Magic begins to come forward because the energy vibration is moving faster. You are on a more positive spin, and the divine, all of a sudden you feel a connection to them, and you feel this process of being honored. And the whole time is that your own inner divinity is honoring yourself. You've honored yourself. Okay? So I'm going to use me as an example. I'm going to use an experience that I've had as an example. So I hate to bring it up, but it is part of this experience that I'm going through right now, so I'm going to bring it up. We just had this retreat, right? And Jamie was there. We just had this retreat, and the retreat, the idea for me to have a retreat came to me like 7 or 8 years ago. It was like a really long time ago, guys. I was actually taking a walk, and we just came out of this beautiful meditative state, and I was walking, and I just heard, you live in such a beautiful place, bring him here. Bring him here. And then, of course, all the inspired action came in, and I was like, oh, retreat. You know, I could bring people here and let people experience this beach, and and this is a beautiful place. What am I doing? By hogging it all to myself, I could, like, bring people down, right? And all this excitement started ensuing around the idea of a retreat. And then I had a mentor tell me that I wasn't ready to hold a retreat. And that I took in, and I said, okay, I'm not ready to do this. And so each year I wanted to do it. But this fear, you're not ready. You have this fear, you're not enough. This fear, will they like what I have to offer? This fear, will I be able to provide them what they need? This fear voices, blah, 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 talking in my ears. And so this went on for years and years and years. And every year would pass. And I'd be like, oh, I'm not enough. Or wouldn't say that out loud, but my internal feeling was that I wasn't enough to hold this retreat. I wasn't able to offer enough to hold this retreat, right? And so finally I just said, screw it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to face, I keep talking to people about facing their fears, right? I keep telling you, you need to face your fears and move forward. And I keep having this inspired idea to have this retreat. There must be something to it. And so, Aaliyah, it's time to walk your talk. You know, put your fears aside and let's do this. And so I scheduled it, I put things together, started happening. And we originally were supposed to meet in March, and things fell through in March, so I had to move it to October, which ended up being a better day for everybody. And the entire time that the retreat was leading up, like in August, September, like the excitement was building, like something new was happening in my life. I was doing something new. I was afraid the entire time. I was afraid. It was like the excitement and fear. And I'm like, screw it, I just gotta keep going. I can't back out of this for fear. I gotta keep going. You know, people are relying on me. And so this fear kept ensuing right up until the very moment that I pulled into the sunset inn. These fears were all alive within me, but I was still moving forward. I was still pushing forward. I was still listening to my inner inspired action ideas. I was still moving forward. And I was still excited because this was something new that I was doing. And so the retreat turned out to be really wonderful. It was really disorganized, but it was my first retreat, so I know what to do next year. But there was some of those things that you learn. And every time that something would happen, I'm like, okay, this is a learning mechanism. I'm not going to like sit here and shame myself. I'm not going to sit here and, bamboozle myself or get mad at myself. This is teaching you what to do next or what to do the next time, And so I was really stayed in that mentality, and everything was just moving along with me, like, oh, life was good and great, and I was manifesting things like that. And I mean, I'm just talking like money. I was talking like little things, loving things, happy things, and things were moving in positive directions, and things were feeling really, really good, and I was really happy, and excitement was ensuing, and my energy was in high speed and really positive. And we did the retreat, and it stayed that way. And I was, allowing myself to have the errors that I had. I'm like, okay, it's your first retreat, you're learning. I was in this positive motion, so I wasn't doubting myself. I wasn't doubting myself. I wasn't downing on myself. I was just moving forward. We get out the retreat. Exhausted. I deserve a week off. I took a week off. It felt good. I rebuilt my energy. I had Ann down here. There was all these things moving. Then we started getting excited about next year's retreat, right? So I'm like, I know everything I did wrong. I know I can change things and make things better. And so we started doing the planning phases of the next retreat. Oh, yes. And then something happened. And this is going to sound really stupid, but something happened. I decided that I needed to bring somebody in who was better than me. And I began looking for a speaker or like a keynote who was better than me. And I didn't realize that I was looking for somebody who was better than me until this morning. This whole time, I'm like searching and going through, and I'm like looking at them to see if they were a better teacher than me. Instead of looking for somebody in conjunction with what I was offering, I was looking for somebody who was better. Not even beyond knowledge, just better than me. And all of a sudden, I noticed things started to slow down. The energy felt really low. I can't manifest a block of cheese. I am in this stillness. I feel this sadness. I'm waking up not feeling well. I'm sitting in this energy. I'm really tired. What's happened? Why is the divine not listening to me? Why do I feel disconnected? Blah, 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 blah. And the whole time, is because I was looking for something I was looking for something because of a fear-based mentality of, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. So I was looking for somebody better than me. And I do want to add somebody, but why not add somebody who is in line with what I offer and teach and love? Not somebody who's better, but I was looking for somebody better. And what does that say about my self-love action? That says that I'm not honoring who I am in this transition. It was, the universe was like the energy was like, what? What? I wasn't, Steph, but I was, but very subconsciously. Here's the key. I wasn't talking myself down. I was excited. I was looking for somebody really beautiful. Thank you, Rebecca. You're going to make me cry. I was looking for something really, really beautiful outside of myself, something better. But I didn't realize that's what I was doing until I woke up this morning. And yesterday, it was like the energy was just like, boom, blocked. Nothing. Like, it's like the energy just like, stop. 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 What are you doing? God, I'm tired of this. Slow down. Because here I am, I'm starting to realm into the things that were normal. Things that were, normal. And she's like, what? You was like on this high vibrating movement. You was excited. You was moving forward. You were moving past some of these fears. And then, boom. You you want to return back to normal? We don't want that. I do it. It's amazing. It opens up a window and fresh air energy comes flowing in. Now a much better place. And the retreat was great. And it was casual enough for us to relax and not feel like we were only in the school. We came not to see anyone different. We came to see him and learn from you. Mwah, I love you. God, y'all don't make me cry, okay? Y'all make me cry. But that's what I'm talking about. You see, that's what I'm talking about. And so to say that, like, that nobody has fear, everybody experiences fear. Everybody experiences a fear. And it's okay to have the fears. It's when we honor them that it becomes not okay. It's when we honor them that our lives don't move anymore. And something inside me last night, because I was just like, I'm just ready to give up. I'm just tired. I want to give up. And I'm tired. I don't want to do this no more. I'm just tired. And then I was like, okay. So then I started thinking about like, oh, do I just go out and get a full-time job, right? Okay, so no. No. Like, hell no. Like, this is not who I am. And I know that from my life experience in the past, like, all of that was just movement and what society told me I had to do. Like, working for yourself is hard as hell. But every time that somebody comes in and says, you know what, Aaliyah, thank you for doing this. It's changed something within me. Like, that to me is like the biggest reward system I could ever have in my life. You know what I mean? And there's so much love and energy flow that happens to this that this is my life. And so I'm not going to give up. And when I ask for the energy, when I ask for the energy from you guys, I saw all the love and I showed gratitude for it. I was like, you know what? I'm not giving up. I need to look at this from a different angle. I just need to look at this from a different angle. I am not going to give up on myself. I am not going to give up. I'm not going to blame myself. I'm not going to blame the divine. I'm just going to heal this. And every thought that comes forward, I'm just going to heal it. Every realization that happens, I'm just going to heal it. I'm just going to heal it. Okay? And so it's not so much that I wasn't thinking that I wasn't enough. It's that I have the realization that I was thinking that. Like, that is the cue, right? That is the cue. It's like I had the realization of it. Now I have something internal that I can begin to heal and work through, right? And this is what I'm saying to all of you. This is what I'm saying to all of you. When things aren't moving in the direction or the things feel stale, look at it from a different angle. Approach it from a different place. Don't stop. Just look at it from a different place. Oftentimes, like when we are going through a still period, it's time to maybe stop the same things that we've been doing all the time and do something completely different. So last night, I threw out something different into the universe. I focused on a new service that I could provide around it. So I wasn't like focused in on doing. I focused around it, and all of a sudden I noticed like things started to move. Like I was feeling different. And people were excited about what I was doing, which I've never done before. And people were excited about what I was doing, and I was like, okay, there's movement. I've changed something. I didn't just try, I call it the Mario effect. I'm aging myself. I'm 46 years old. Oh my God, saying that out loud. So when I was younger, we used to play, Mario Brothers on the video game, Mario. And, Mario used to come up with this wall. When you couldn't break the wall, he just like sort of bounced back off the wall. Boom, 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 boom. And so I call what we do is the Mario effect. So when things aren't moving, and we keep trying it the same way, we have the Mario effect. It's like, boom, 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 you're just bouncing off the same damn wall. Instead of going up or going down or going that way or just changing the direction a little bit, just changing the direction around it a little bit so that the excitement and movement starts happening. When that happens and you see an opening, then this wall that you were trying to break down begins to crumble. Okay? And so I noticed that last night, and I said, you know what, I'm going to use my spiritual tools. I have a freaking spiritual toolbox. And I'm going to open it, and I'm going to use every arsenal in there to move me from this place of feeling lost. And so I opened up my toolbox, and I pink loved myself. And I wrote down some stuff. And then I asked you guys for some help, which I never do. And then I thought of different ways that I could use my services that were different from the norm of what I was doing. And I put that out there. I asked a friend for advice, put that out there. And then I just did it. And then I sat down and I meditated. I just closed my eyes. I didn't meditate. I just released the energy. I released it. And I went to sleep. And I reset my energy. And here I am. Okay? So when you are going through a period of stillness, when we want to blame the divine forces and say, okay, this is not my path, or you're telling me no, I can't do this. We're doing that because we're trying to masquerade a fear that's inside of us. When you have the desire and want to do something and there's fear attached, that's a pretty damn good sign that you need to move forward in that. Okay? That's your energy saying, yes, I want to do this. It's something I've never done before. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy starts moving really fast. It's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then you go, oh, fear block. The law of transmutation of energy slows down. Says, no, I don't want to do that. I'm tired. And then you go, oh, divine, it's your fault. And the law of transmutation of energy says, yep, it's going to flow in its energy. Okay? So when we start moving towards those fears, and we start approaching those fears, and we move past those fears, now that I've done this one retreat, like I want to do 1,000,000 of them. I'm not afraid to do them anymore. You know what I mean? I was so afraid, and now I'm not afraid. Now I'm like, okay, my local community, I can, pull little groups and do like little sitting groups with these people because they're really, really interested, and like all this stuff. Like I could move in mountains. I could move mountains until I was like, okay, not enough to find somebody better, right? And then the law of perpetual transfusion of energy says, ugh, that's exhausting. We've been there before, Leah. Shit. Slow down. Does everyone understand? Is everyone sort of with me? Any thoughts? My thing is, guys, if you want to move forward and you have fear, your fear is telling you that that's where you want to go. The divine isn't saying no to your purposes. They're not saying no to you. They want you to have experiences that you want to experience. And every time you do something, every time you take a step forward in this life, you're creating new experiences, which opens the door to new experiences. And the divine says, I want you to experience it all. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. I had another crazy dream the night before, so I'm going to actually make a post about that. If I get into this, I'll have you here for another 2 hours. We all have fear. Steph, we all have fear. Nothing wrong with having fear. Fear is an indication that you want to move forward, but it's something you've not experienced before. We're only afraid of that is what we don't understand, right? We only are afraid of those things that we don't understand. The things, you know, walking into a new job for the first time, there's sort of that little twinge of, ooh, you know, am I gonna like these people? What's it gonna be like? You know, there's a little bit of fear. But we have to walk through the door and say hello and meet people for our new day and our first day of our new job. And then when we get to know the people, we're like, oh, you know, it's so easy. No, I'm no longer afraid. So we all have fears. We all have fears. And it's okay to have them. It's actually a good sign. If I want to do something, I'm afraid to do it. That's telling me that I need to move forward and do that, because there's something on the other side that's wanting me to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And when you actually move through it and you say, you know what? Leah Dawn's going to be the keynote speaker for the 2018 retreat, because she can bring experiences like this to the table. she can share her experiences like this to the table. You know what I mean? Okay. How's everybody feeling? I'm finally drinking my coffee. Look, I have a broken coffee mug, but I really love this coffee mug, so I still use it. It keeps my coffee warm. Okay. How do y'all like this on Monday mornings? Are y'all liking the Monday morning? Good. Monday mornings, you think gonna work? Maybe we'll try another Monday morning. We'll try this again Monday morning. I love you all. I want to thank you for giving me the energy. Did Anne bring her mug to the retreat? She had a mug with her. Nobody here to bug me. Mondays work for you. Good. Good, good, good. I like Monday morning because there's nobody here to bug me. Brian's at work. He's at work. He's not over there making me eggs and sausages and stuff, which is always really sweet, but and then I get off train of thought, so it's really good for me too. Yay! All right, we'll try Monday morning again. I've been putting goals out of fear, so this is good. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, so challenge. Your challenge today is to take one step. One step, just one. I'm going to take it with you. We're all going to do this today. Take one step towards your fear. One step. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. One step, okay? And let me know how you're feeling. I love you guys. I do want to thank you for sharing your energies with me yesterday on my Facebook post. That I didn't respond to any of you. I was reading it, and I'm starting to cry as I'm doing this now, because I never really do that, and the universe told me to. It said, you know, share your heart, ask for energy, and I did. And every time someone commented, like, I felt it, like I really did, and I was so appreciative of it. Even if it was just a word, it says hugs. Like it just, there was something about it. Just, I knew I wasn't alone in that moment, and I knew that other people were feeling or had feelings like that before in their lives, and it made me feel loved, honored, and so Thank you. I love you too. I hope you all have an amazing Monday. Mondays are wonderful because they are not the dreaded day. They are wonderful because Mondays mark the beginning. They are the beginning of a new day, a beginning of a new week, beginning of new decisions, a beginning of movement, moving forward. Honor your Monday, honor yourselves. I love you and have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the other side. Bye, guys.